I chose this slide to show you not only a anemia, but also that formation that I told you guys about. When the erythrocytes stack themselves like a stack of coins, that phenomenon called rouleau. You can see right here in the middle of the screen, those erythrocytes, they are piled in a formation that we call rouleau. I'm gonna go here, show another one right in the middle of the screen. You have one right in the middle of the screen. When you start seeing that type of formation, you really want to make a notation of it. Not only that, but here you can see, let's find a lymphocyte. It's not the most mature lymphocyte, but you can have an idea. There is definitely some hypochromia, a marked anisocytosis. I think I would even give it a 3+ anisocytosis. And sometimes when you have rouleau like this, it tells you, the instrument tells you you have a macrocytosis. The MCV is altered, and sometimes the RDW is exaggerated. And it's not because the RDW is true, it's just because the machine looks at a stack of those cells and see those cells as one big giant macrocyte. So right now, this person actually has a microcytosis. You can see some of those cells are really small. And my instrument is telling me that the MCV is 80, which is a little bit less severe than it actually shows when you're looking at the microscopy. And it's also telling me that my RDW is 26. Okay, there is a level of anisocytosis, but 26, it's being exaggerated because of the rouleau. Okay, so let's do this menu diff, but I want you, I actually selected this slide mostly because of the RBC line. Let's go to a little less dense area to start. There's some poikilocytosis. Some of the cells have weird formation to them. I'm going to go to a more, sometimes I like doing this because just to see if that now I find a more mature lymphocyte, and I use that. With the camera, sometimes it's difficult to find the focus when I go from one. Okay, let's start with the neutrophil. I can definitely see some rouleau. Definitely seeing hypochromia. There is definitely great anisocytosis. Neutrophil. I'm seeing some target cells. Let's keep that in mind and see if that impression holds. I'm also seeing some spherocytosis. Definitely some spherocytosis. Let's keep on that in our minds. Yeah, I see target cells again. So I'm actually going to make a notation for target cells. But I'm seeing more spherocytosis. So there is definitely some poikilocytosis, another neutrophil. This is a patient that just came to my office today. And I'm doing this just together with you. A monocyte. Neutrophil. Lymphocyte. Definitely a level of rouleau. Look at the rouleau. I'm trying to go where it's less dense, because if you go where it's dense, every slide you see will have a rouleau. If you go where it's dense, everything you see will have rouleau, okay? That's why you try to go in less dense areas of this slide, more towards the feather. Otherwise, it's always neutrophil. 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 Lymphocyte. Neutrophil. I'm trying to bring you back. Okay. Lymphocyte. Lymphocyte. Neutrophil, neutrophil. 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 Lymphocyte. Even in areas that's very less dense, very good on the feather, you have in rouleau. You never look at rouleau. Pretty target cell there, but that's monocyte. Neutrophil. Lymphocyte. Neutrophil. Neutrophil, lymphocyte. Lymphocyte. Always trying to look into the area that's less dense. You don't want to do your manual differential in an area that's very dense, because the quality of the cells are going to be not very good. Morphology is important. That's what you're looking for. Neutrophil. I cannot find that one. much more difficult to control in the camera. I'm sorry, guys. Monocyte, neutrophil, neutrophil, eosinophil, very pretty target cell, guys. Take a look. Lymphocyte, I definitely see some spherocytes too. Target cells, spherocytes. Neutrophil, lymphocyte, neutrophil, 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 lymphocyte has a little bit of a cleavage in it. I've talked to you about cleavage lymphocytes before. You see that in Western Nile virus, you see that in whooping cough. But if you only see one, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna report it. If you start seeing a lot of those, then yes, you mention it. It's all about proportionality. Neutrophil, lymphocyte, oops, neutrophil, 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 large platelet, not a cell. Lymphocyte, neutrophil, lymphocyte, neutrophil, neutrophil, lymphocyte, neutrophil, 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 lymphocyte, lymphocyte, neutrophil, lymphocyte, neutrophil, 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 lymphocyte, neutrophil, lymphocyte, lymphocyte, neutrophil, 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 lymphocyte, that's the same cell. Let's go to another area of this slide because I think we're back tracing. Neutrophil, monocyte, neutrophil, lymphocyte, you have to be careful not to backtrace because then you're counting the same cells. Neutrophil, 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 eosinophil, neutrophil, it's a neutrophil, it's just coiled wrong. I cannot see the segments. I'm not gonna count that one. Neutrophil, lymphocyte, lymphocyte, neutrophil, monocyte, neutrophil, 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 lymphocyte, neutrophil, linfocyte, neutrophil, lymphocyte, neutrophil, neutrophil, neutrophil.